Check, check, check. All right, we're going live here. Hey, welcome back to Cashing Wildcats TV. We got 7-on-7 action here from Kingfisher, Oklahoma, where your Cashing Wildcats are on defense right now. We got Kingfisher and Alva High Schools here. It's hot, but I'm glad you can make it. So we may only have 0 people watching tonight. Maybe some of our illustrious new alums like Harley Miller, Alex Nabavi, maybe Austin Vandruff are watching. Cashing on defense right now against Kingfisher. 7-on-7. It's 7 versus 7. Quarterback has 5 seconds to get rid of the ball. It's like it'll be a dump down. Looks like we've got Jake Branson, got some of the secondaries in on defense here. Looks like Cashin gets the stop. And we'll rotate back out. So as we're kind of working through this, I'm going to check a few things and see if we're good to go on volume and audio and things like that. Maybe we should check. Right now we've got Kingfisher on the field offense versus Alba Goldbugs. I'm David Nabavi. Welcome to Cashing Wildcat TV. So glad that you're joining us today. It was a little impromptu 7-on-7. Talked to Coach Jack. He was like, yeah, come on out if you want. And we're going to give it a try. See if it works. Maybe lost your camera feed here. Check, 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 mic. Check, mic. 1 2 1 2. Check, 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 check. All right, let's see if this one works. This might be a little bit better. Check, 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 mic. Check, mic. 1 2 1 2. The feedback is bad. Turn down the camera volume. Right. I'm really not sure where the feedback is at. I'm really not sure where the feedback is at. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Not sure if this will work. We'll give it another try. Ben Harmon back to snap. Going across the middle, looking for a Gavin Phippen. I'll get these guys right. We had Justice Broadbent out in the backfield. Brexton Green was hit on a deep post for a touchdown a couple plays earlier. Looks like we got Cam Maroney working a little center there for Ben Harmon, junior quarterback, coming back in for a second starting season. Not sure if we have any volume whatsoever. We might have a little bit. Let's see if we go here. All right, so if you're new to 7-on-7, basically we'll have 7 offensive players and 7 defensive players. No linemen. You get a running back, typically 4 wide receivers, and or a tight end. Yeah, it looks like the volume's maybe working. All right, we'll give it a try.
Snap. Go across the middle.
So if we've got trips right, Brexton Green in the middle, Gavin Phippen out wide. I can't tell who's in the middle, who's on the slot on the very inside. Snap, deep, shotgun. Harmon goes across the middle, finds Brexton Green. Slippery guy gets out, enough for the first down. Welcome to Cashin Wildcat TV. This is Neiman Abavi. This is my man Chris Gibson. I know he's working hard at the insurance. Legacy Insurance, I believe, is his new gig. I'm working the camera and the mic. And if you watch the promenade, I'm not so good at talking and working the camera at the same time. But I'm going to try my best here today. And again, there's probably nobody watching, so it doesn't really matter. So split out left, we've got Gavin Phippen, junior, Brexton Green, senior, Ben Harmon in the backfield, Caden Harrell, senior, and we've got Mason Manning out on the right. We've got someone deep left, maybe Landon Lagasse. He's looking to go across the middle, finds Gavin Phippen in the slot. Nice little catch there. Looks like Cashin is going against the Kingfisher defense. You know, there's definitely a lot of mixing and matching going on. Freshmen, JV, and varsity teams out here. The freshmen for Cashin are not in attendance. Got Cam Maroney. Did a little JV quarterback work last year. He's going to come in a little middle linebacker, I think. You'll see him on defense. He's working the center. And this is the first of many 7-on-7s that we'll try to bring here on CWTV. It's certainly hot and sunny. So we've got Mason Manning split right by himself. Again, got Lagasse, Gavin, and Brexton Green in the slot. Harrell out to the right on a swing pass, going across the middle to Manning. Ball's a little short there by Harmon. Looked like he was trying to put it in a protected spot. You know, that's a tough situation when you've got a wide receiver working across the middle. You don't want to get blown up by the middle linebacker or safety. So you throw that ball a little behind. In that case, it was a little bit low, too, and Mason Manning couldn't come up with it. If you remember Mason Manning, my most favorite catch that he had was in that Crescent game where he literally, or may have been OCA, where he literally caught the ball at the back end. It came all the way through, over his shoulder. He caught the back end of the ball, snagged it in. I think he went in for a touchdown. Manning will be needed this year. We got Lagasse, junior, out to the right. Caden Harrell in the back. Got Brexton Green, I'm going to guess Gavin Phippen out left. We've got Nick Nabavi in at tight end. Looking deep. He's got across the middle, wide open. Brexton Green, touchdown, Cashin. Nice job there, good patience by Ben. Used his full 4.5 seconds to get rid of the ball. And it's touchdown Cashin against the Kingfisher defense here. Good patience by Harmon. He had a couple outs and like like a flag by the tight end. See if I'll zoom us in and get a little bit better reception there, or visibility. I can't see squat. Snap. Out. Lagasse with a nice catch. Little work there off the action. Nice work there by the junior. Lagasse came in last year. I believe, I'm not sure if he played his freshman year. Came back out his sophomore year, played a little corner, little wide receiver. Tall, lanky, athletic kid. Three-sport kid, plays a little basketball and baseball for sure. Older brother Logan's off to play baseball at Southwest OSU. Again, welcome. It's Neiman Ababi here on CWTV, live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma, on the practice fields here in Kingfisher, where we have 7-on-7. Cashin is on offense. Got Coach Shackelford, I think, working on his 17th year here at the helm. Snap. Harmon back, looks left. Comes back across the middle. Pass broken up. Intended receiver looks like was Justice. May have been Justice Broadbent out of the backfield. You know, double tight end set there. Nick Nababi was in there with looks like can't tell, get these numbers right. Looks like it was Mason Manning out there, number 16. Juniors. Lots of juniors on this team. Seniors definitely will be strong again. They were the strength last year and will continue to be the strength this year. Caden Harrell returning at running back, linebacker. South Hall on the line. Justice Broadbent, Jacob Farrow at the linebacker position. And do-it-all Brexton Green. Harmon back to pass, looks left. Cross pattern to Nabavi. Nick Nabavi on the crossing, shallow crossing route to the tight end. Little nice little catch and run there by the junior. Also plays middle linebacker for the Cashin Wildcats. Favorite play for Nick Nabavi last year was that interception. Ryan Baker crushed the Texoma, may have been Texoma, or maybe have been, I think it was Texoma, crushed the Texoma quarterback, ball pops up. Nick Nabavi's Johnny on the spot, runs it in for about a 15-yard touchdown, pick six. I don't know if we want to call it a fumble, but it was certainly in the air, so we'll call it an interception. But again, welcome back to Cashin Wildcat TV. We're super excited. We had a breakdown of the school year, the sports year here a few weeks ago, part of the COVID-19 distance learning. And we're welcome to be back here. Snap to Harmon, looking right. He's got Broadbent coming out of the middle, deep pass. Intended for number 5. Don't know who that is. I'll get the numbers right. Got a ton of kids coming in. I'm sure someone will text me here in a little bit. First action for the football team. Certainly excited to be out here. Video's not looking so great, but it's working. I've got streaming is not so great right now. Oh, goodness. Snap, Harmon looks to his left, going back out. Trying to find Brexton Green on the 5-yard or 7-yard out. A little high for Brexton. Brexton, a great athlete. Made some acrobatic plays. My favorite Brexton Green player may have been in that Texoma game as well. OBJ style in the southeast corner of the end zone. Put it in one-handed. I think he must have had 4 touchdowns in that game. He had a great game in that game, I think, running and catching. Harmon gets the call. Looks like we've got Caden Harrell next to him. Yes. Looking to his left, looking for the double move. Brexton Green going deep. Across the middle, big catch there by Brexton Green. Used to seeing that. Kid's going to have a big year for Cashin. He's going to need to if we're going to go far. Good ball there by Harmon. Staying patient, line the double move. Safeties to get cleared out. And found his man wide open across the middle. Nice jumping catch there by Brexton Green. Looks like against the Alva Goldbugs defense. So in this scenario, we've got offense that stays on, and the remaining two defenses will rotate. We had Kingfisher first, now we've got Alva. Split right, we've got number 5. We've got Mason Manning in the slot as well as Brexton Green. Joining Harmon, left to him is Caden Harrell. And then we've got Legas to the left. Deep ball across the middle, Manning's out there. A little too far there for Manning. It was a good look, a little skinny post. Ball's incomplete. And again, I'm sorry for the camera work. I apologize. I'm going to try my best as everything's blowing around here. I'm in the middle of a concrete pad out here in the corner. A lot of construction going on here with Kingfisher. Check, check, check. Certainly want to thank our sponsors as always. Cashin Community Clinic, among others. If anybody's watching, please text me and let me know how it's going. I'll text my man Chris Gibson, he'll let me know. Certainly excited about this upcoming year in terms of graphics and some of the supplemental stuff that we're providing, like interviews and maybe even possibly a coach's show. All right, we've got Harmon back out, Legas right, we've got Trips left, Nababi coming across the middle. It's going deep. Off the hands. Can't tell who the intended receiver is. Number 5. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to guess. That's possibly one of the. No. Number 5 may be Max Brown. Looks like that was Caden Harrell possibly on a wheel. And he just dropped that one. Working the big fella out there all the way. By the way, he's gotten a lot smaller over the summer. Just saying, if you understand my sarcasm, that is not true. He is extremely big. A lot of the boys have been working hard, even in their garages and wherever they could find some weights during the quarantine. So we've got Legas out split out by himself outright. He's wearing number 13, I guess, and a little lucky 13. We've got Nick Nababi, tight end set. To the left of Harmon's going to be a running back. I don't know who. Going short, going to dump out to, nice dump there to Justice Broadbent, senior running back. It's good to see Justice out there. With the depth that we had last year at running back with TJ Roberts and Caden Harrell and then Brexton Green and Alex Nababi coming in, Justice Broadbent stayed at linebacker, but it's going to be, if you've been following Cashin football for a while, you know what kind of runner Justice is, and it's going to be great to see him toting the rock there, maybe catching out of the backfield, sharing a little bit of the running back duties there with Caden Harrell, spelling Caden. Possibly see Jake Branson coming in, sophomore to be. Split right, we've got Gavin Fippen. We've got Mason Manning. Split left, we've got Brexton Green. I'm going to guess Legas. And the joining in the backfield with Harmon is Justice Broadbent. They need to get their calls right. Kingfisher's going to get their defense set. Kingfisher now on the field. Justice Broadbent in motion out right. Snap. Harmon looks to his left. Looking for the deep move. It's not there. Comes back to his right. Finds his dump to Broadbent. Broadbent catches the ball. Nice couple moves there for about 4 or 5 yard gain. Nice work there by Harmon. Working through his progression and coming back to his check down in Broadbent for the catch. Man. We're having difficulty here with our connection and our streaming. My hotspot's getting hot, literally getting hot. Let's see if we can get us back on going. There we go.
Rod bent to the right of Harmon. We've got Gavin Phippen and looks like Brown to the right. Pass over to Brexton on a corner route there, a little over his head. We do have a stiff breeze coming out of the southeast. Certainly may have affected the ball there in that situation. It's tough when you go in those long routes. Go catch the ball, miss the ball, go get it, bring it back, run back. That's the tough part about 7-on-7. All passing. Shotgun from Justice Broadbent to the right. We've got Gavin Phippen out, split out right. We've got Mason Manning in the slot on the right. Left side, we're just going to take a wild guess. Brexton Green and Lagasse, maybe. Double move. Deep ball. Going deep and caught by Mason Manning. Nice touchdown there. Good work by junior to junior. You're going to see that quite a bit this upcoming year. Certainly be a situation on who's going to replace Alex Nabavi from last year in terms of leading receiver. Certainly got a strong crew. Alex was supported by Brexton last year, and this year Brexton's got some other sophomores to help him out, especially the Mason Manning, who may have a breakout year here in 2020. We got Lagasse, and we've got a few others coming in. I'll figure out these numbers. I apologize, guys. We've got Manning and Brown, it looks like, to the right. Brown, a sophomore. Justice Broadbent next to the right, and we've got, possibly, is that Dalen Stockton? I think that might be Dalen in the slot. And I don't know who's on the far edge there. I know we've got 4 wide. I apologize, this is the best spot I could find to get power. Harmon on the right hash gets the call. Snap. Looks to his right, immediately back to his left, looking for the ball to Dalen. Across the middle. Got a little pass interference. Mason Manning was like, dude, get out of my way. You can't tackle me. And Chris and I have full faith in the OSAA football officials that that would have been called pass interference in favor of the Wildcats. Got to check in for my man Chris Gibson. He's in a meeting, working hard at Legacy Insurance. I hope I got that right. If I got it wrong, Chris, you can text me and tell me I'm wrong. I apologize. I can barely remember my first name. Cashing in 4 wide, 2x2. Phippen and Brown. Caden Harrell checked back in next to Harmon. If you can't tell. Beast mode over there. Far left, I'm going to guess is Lagasse. And one other wide receiver. I apologize. Snap is good. Harmon looks to his left, crossing route. He had Phippen across the middle, a little high. Congrats to Gavin Phippen. He's an uncle. Cashion alum Austin had a baby girl a few weeks ago. Congrats to them out in New Mexico. Avid watcher of CWTV, big fan. We're big fans of the Phippen family. Certainly the Cashion contingent is strong as always. Cashion always travels. Split right is Max Brown. I'm going to guess is Max, number 5. Caden Harrell to the right of Harmon in shotgun. It's going to be trips left, Lagasse, Brexton Green, and Gavin, I'm assuming, on the left. Snap. Harmon looks to his left, goes to his left, screenplay. Brexton Green catches, little move, and cuts through. Maybe a gain of a couple. Would say Brexton would have gotten the first down on that one for sure. But if you've been watching Cashion football, it's definitely a mix, right? A lot of screens, bubbles, flares, reverses. Shaq, certainly very aggressive and very creative as an offensive, as a head coach and offensive coordinator. Play caller here at Cashion. A lot of success, well over 100 wins in his career. State final runner-up last year. See if the team can come back and maybe avenge that and get it all the way to the gold ball. Split right, we got trips right. Harmon with the snap, looks to his right, Goes shallow across. Gavin Phippen wide open. Good little find there. Looks like a flood right type of scenario, and everybody crashed on Brexton Green, which is going to happen. Safety and both safeties, leaving Gavin Phippen open there. Nice find there by Ben Harmon. Gonna crack open a little Coke Zero here. It is hot. It is hot, fellas. Looks like the Dust Bowl going on too as well. Goodness. Cashin still on offense here from Kingfisher, Oklahoma. I'm Neiman Abavi here on CWTV. A little preseason action here. 7-on-7. Max Brown to the right, far right. Gavin Phippen on the inside. Caden Harrell's checked in to the right of Ben Harmon, junior to be, or junior quarterback. Ben Harmon was a little all-city honorable mention. We'll look to grow on that with some more accolades this year. Looks to his left, looks back to his right. Finds, is that Max Brown? Finds Max Brown for the catch. Nice job there by the sophomore to seal his spot, get his hands up, make sure he had the catch, and then made the turn. That's what you see a lot of times with a lot of receivers. They try to run before they catch on those little digs and or comebacks, and ends up being an incompletion. But Max Brown, the younger brother of Seth and Sam Brown. Seth went on to Southwest OSU. I think he's at UCO or OSU right now. Got to catch up with him. And, of course, Max Brown going to be running track down in Louisiana next year. All right, so we've got Landon Lagasse out, split out right. We've got Nick Nabavi in at tight end. Caden Harrell, right of Harmon. Harmon in shotgun. Looks across, deep route to Nabavi. Tight end. Wow, must have stole some DNA from his brother. Great pass there by Ben Harmon. Over the top, left shoulder. Drops it in the basket to Nick Nabavi, sophomore or junior tight end. Might see a little bit more tight end play this year from the Cashin Wildcats. Maybe the only catch he gets all season, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll stay positive for him. Nice drop. Not sure here. I have to talk to Shaq about his strategy when he comes into 7-on-7, if he's just working on series of plays or certain situation plays, or if he's trying to put together like what he would think is an actual game. It's like here he's running certain sets, maybe to set other plays up. Landon Lagasse split out right. Harmon shotgun. Give, fake give. It's going back to Lagasse on the comeback. Nice catch there by the junior. Nice work, nice setup. Lots of talent here in Cashin. It's not going to be about talent. It's going to be about whether they can come together as a team, communicate, give effort, and execute. All right, with that, the Cashin offense will take the sideline. And it looks like the Alva Goldbugs will be taking offense. And with that, we'll take a short break. We'll go ahead and pan out here. Let's take a look to see who all is out here for the Cashin Wildcats from the family side of things. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. If I can get this camera to work correctly. We got Coach Archer out there. Yep. Got some great coaches here as well. Coach Cochran. That was 23, was Dalen Stockton. I got that right. There's Lagasse. Nabavi, Gavin Phippen. Brexton Green with the locks. Needs to have his own show on Netflix. All right, Macy, we got a lot of great trainers. There's Ben Harmon. Max Brown is number 5. Man, my guesswork is correct out here. I'm doing okay. There's Caden Harrell in the bunch. There's Branson, Camden Maroney, Jacob Farrow. We haven't even talked about Jacob Farrow. What an amazing outside linebacker we've got between him and Justice Broadbent. So versatile, so fast, hit you with power. I mean, they're basically middle linebackers. They'll set you up on the outside. They can cover. Broadbent must have had like 17 pick sixes last year. I know Farrow had a couple big interceptions and sacks. Just salty middle of the middle linebackers. Returning 3 of their 4 middle linebackers. Bryce Miller, senior, do it all. Graduating, heading on to OSU, aeronautical engineer. It's going to be replaced by Nick Nabavi. Nick was able to come in, and he had a couple of starts and supported when Harold got hurt. And I think Bryce Miller got hurt a couple times, able to come in and get some good quality minutes. That'll serve him well. So I'm Neiman and Bobby. Thanks so much for joining me. We still have a stream. We still have contact. We still have internet access. We got a camera that works. I think we got a microphone that works. And we are super excited to be out here with football starting out here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, 7-on-7, where your Cashion Wildcats are taking on the Alva Goldbugs and the Kingfisher. What is Kingfisher? The Jackets? Yeah, I forgot. No, I didn't forget. We run with a lot of Kingfisher folks. Hot day, beautiful day. Missing my man Chris Gibson. He's out there making that money. Try to get that business going, but we'll get him going in the fall as we get going. Thus far, Cashion offense has looked pretty good. We've gotten touchdowns to Manning, to Brexton Green a couple times on some deep balls. Nick Nabavi got hit on a corner route, dropped it right in. Ben Harmon looking really good. He's hit a few bubbles and screens and drags. I think, the only thing that I've seen from Ben right now is just he's overthrown a couple of his receivers on more of those intermediate routes, but the wind is ridiculous today. So that's probably had a little bit. We'll get a little love, but it's his first action for Ben Harmon. I'd have to say it's a pretty good day so far for the young junior who's looking to build on his first career season, starting season last year, with the Cashion Wildcats going 14-1 and ending up runner-ups in the state championship game. I'm not sure in terms of the format, in terms of the timing. It's most likely maybe 20 plays for each on offense. Alva Goldbugs out there on offense, Kingfisher on defense right now. Let's take a look to see if we've got any celebrities. Well, there's one celebrity. Talk about a man who loves his fried bologna sandwiches. Coach Cochran is the best. Great ambassador here of Cashion. Great family. Certainly, you know the Cochran name if you've been anywhere near Cashion. Coach Archer, got the whole bunch. We've got a great group of coaches out here. Coach E-Rob was Assistant Coach of the Year. Like Caden Harrell, or is that Caden? I apologize, guys. My camera work is awful. Coach Rob. We think about Caden Harrell this year. Kid's gotten a ton of looks, ton of offers. He will be playing college football. There's no doubt in that. Let's just see how far he can go. Build on his season last year. Kid was a Player of the Year nominee multiple weeks. Tons of rushing yards, touchdowns. Obviously, we know what he can do at middle linebacker. And, I think right now the only thing that Caden probably could work on is probably his catching out of the backfield. And I know that's something that he's working on. It's something that has improved since his sophomore year for sure, going into his senior year. But we'll definitely take a look at that, because that's definitely a big part of the Cashion Wildcat offense, whether you're watching the running back on a flare or a screen or even on a wheel route. We saw T.J. Roberts. He probably had about 2 or 3 touchdowns on a wheel route coming out of the backfield. Fantastic fantastic feet and great hands. And let's see if that's something that Caden will be able to replicate, or maybe get in Justice Broadbent to kind of do the work. We do have a couple of viewers. So I'm getting a couple texts. You're absolutely welcome. I've got a 580 number. I'll have to read it here in a second. But definitely, I'm glad someone's watching. Oh, Cashion's back out on defense. I better get out there. I apologize. We got some of the younger. No, do we have some of the younger guys? We do have a few, but it looks like it is the first team defense. Caden Harrell's just taking a break. I apologize, guys. So we've got, looks like there's Nick Nabavi, Brexton Green, Legas on the left. Oh, that's Jacob Farrow. I apologize. Jacob Farrow, calling you Nick Nabavi. I'm sure you don't appreciate that. Alva Goldbugs, quarterback, going deep, finding the open zone. Nice work there. Good patience. Manning playing safety out there in coverage. Broadbent dropping back from linebacker. Gavin Phippen looks like at corner as well. And that'll be the piece from the backfield perspective in terms of replacing three-year starter Alex Nabavi at corner and safety, and Bryce Miller in the middle, Ogletree, and that entire defensive line with Harley Miller and Gunnar Simpson, Colton Ogletree. I mean, fantastic group. I know I'm going to be forgetting something. Please don't yell at me. But it's about growth. So Cashin will take a break. They'll come back on. I'll make sure and grab him as they come back out. Most likely we'll have Gavin and Legas manning the corners on the defensive side. Brexton Green most likely will stay at safety. I'll probably see a combination of maybe a two-safety look with Mason Manning, or maybe rolling in Cheese, our man Cheese, Camden Maroney, back in as another linebacker, maybe in goal line situations. Linebackers, you've got Caden Harrell and Nick Nabavi manning the middle, and then Farrow and Justice Broadbent on the outside, as we've discussed. In terms of the defensive line, I'm sure South Hall will be in the mix, among others. We'll see what happens as camp continues and the boys continue to practice and work back. If you've just joined us here, I'm Neiman Nabavi here on Cashin Wildcat TV, live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma, as we've got Cashin Wildcat football here, preseason football 7-on-7 versus the Kingfisher Jackets and the Alva Goldbugs. First action of the year. It's great to be out here. I know we're all cramped up, and thankfully OSSAA, the OSSAA has dropped their dead period, typically right around now and through July, where kids will be having no play, rest. And right now, it's usually around this time period, Cashin is finalizing 7-on-7 and some team camps in and around either Pitt State or Kansas State, and getting ready to rest. But we're just starting, and so we'll be working through these next few weeks, a little 7-on-7. I'm not sure what contact looks like, but I'm sure we'll have, if there's a chance for us to broadcast and give you guys some live updates, we'll certainly try to do that. If I can make it, and there's electricity and a cell phone, or if there's a cell phone signal, we'll try to make it happen for you. Oh, Jackie. I'm sorry, Jackie. Thank you so much. It's Jackie Keaton's mom. My bad. I don't have your number, Jackie, but I have it now, so thank you. I'm glad you're watching. Your boy's doing great. Jackie's a great supporter of Cashin Wildcat TV and, of course, Cashin football. Always pumping up and bringing good noise and good news on the team. We appreciate you, Jackie, very much. Obviously supporting on team dinners and supporting with team goodie bags, always staying active. Let's see what else we got out here, since I am a little bored. We got our great trainers, coaching staff walking and talking it through. Let's see. I actually have no chance. I think that might be Mason's daddy. I can't tell. I apologize, guys. I cannot see anything in this viewfinder. But if you see a family member, somebody you love, just wave, say hi. That might be the Brown family. And then speaking of Seth, that may be Seth right there. Or is that Sam? That's Sam Brown. Come on, dude. Sam, track star, going to Louisiana. Gonna run some track. Fast kid. I can't tell. You turn 48, sometimes you turn a little blind too. That's the Harmons. You can tell the Harmons, they don't miss a game at all. They've been doing this for a few years. All right. Ton of folks out here, Cashin folks, watching their kids. That's what it takes. It takes a community. It takes all of us coming together to support emotionally, financially, everything. And that's what we're blessed to have here in Cashin. A community that supports its kids and helps them become as successful as they possibly can be. All right. Well, we still got a red bar. It means we're still streaming. We're still there. We appreciate you too, Jackie. Thanks so much for the kind message. I'm glad someone's watching, not doing this just for fun. Certainly go back and try to watch. All right, so Cashion is now back on defense. Alva Goldbugs on offense. The Alva was able to complete one pass against the Cashion defense last time, and that was it. We've got Farrow, Nabavi, Harrell, Broadbent, Green, Fippen, Manning, and Lagasse. This is going to be your first team defense right here so far. Snap. Alva looks right, rolling right, looking deep, goes deep. Brexton Green in coverage. Great job there with the interception. I think Brexton may have had about 3 or 4 interceptions last year. I want to say about 4. Ball hawking kid can get up, and that's maturity right there. He didn't come up and pass interfere. He didn't do anything. He timed it out, got good body control, and came up with the tip ball and the interception. Alva will probably try to go underneath here a little bit, try to see what they can do shallow. Quarterback rolls, stays back, pumps out right, dropped by the running back on the screen. We have a new quarterback. Look at the rotating quarterbacks there at Alva. That quarterback needed a little bit more zip on that one. Coverage was there. Broadbent, Caden Harrell there. Definitely would not want to meet them there at all. As Chris Gibson said, probably that running back made a good business decision to go ahead and drop that one. Cashion staying in Tony Coach Woods 3-4. He's definitely highlighted all the great athletes, getting a lot of kids out there to make plays. You know, players to watch. Gavin Fippen had a great sophomore season last year, breakout season for him. Had some big interceptions. My favorite play was, I want to say, even against Texoma in that game as well. He had a huge interception, one-on-one. Came down with it. Had other big interceptions on the year. Snap. Deep. Across the middle. Caught. Nice play there in the zone. Good work there in between the safeties. Not sure where the linebackers were at. Maybe could have dropped back a little bit more. Maybe someone was coming across to hold them up. Good work there by the quarterback. But as you say, in 7-on-7, it's easy to throw against air. It's not so much when someone's coming down the tunnel, about to wreck you. New quarterback for Alva. He's looking to go deep. Heaves it out there. Another interception. Brexton Green eyes it, times it. Basically dares him to throw it. Scoops in for another interception. Senior. Nice work there by the safety. Brexton plans on wanting to go play a little college football. Wants to play wide receiver. I'm trying to talk him into do a little DB. Good work there by Brexton Green and the defense. So far, Cashion winning this side. Farrow, I think Farrow kind of sat. I didn't think he was going to him either, Jacob. Again, very talented very talented linebacker crew there. A lot of experience, a lot of snaps, toughness. I mean, if you were ever to get in a scrap or a brawl somewhere, 4 guys I definitely want in my corners. Those 4: Justice, Jacob Farrow, Caden Harrell, and Nick Nabavi. And as they say, all the strength conditioning coaches, they say at the fronts for show and the backs for go. These guys are built well, strong kids, working in the off season, trying to get Cashion back to the state title game and get that gold ball. Cashion's off, sitting out. Alva stays on offense. Kingfisher defense back out. I definitely will be hitting the Loves. Loves is not a sponsor of Cashion Wildcats TV, but I'm definitely hitting Loves. Either them or McDonald's. I'm going to get a big old drink after this. I need something cold. All right. Get my phone charged here. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Cashin Wildcat TV, live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma, where it's preseason 7-on-7 for your Cashin Wildcats here, joining the Kingfisher Jackets and the Alva Goldbugs. A little preseason 7-on-7. If you're not familiar with 7-on-7, it's 7 offensive players versus 7 defensive players. There's no offensive or defensive linemen. Any combination of running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers on offense. Quarterback has basically 4 to 5 seconds to get rid of the ball. And if we were doing this in competition, you know, touchdowns are worth 6. You get extra points are worth 2. Interceptions, I believe, are worth 3 or 5, and stops are worth 2 or 3 points on the defensive side. So defense can score. We're not scoring out here today. I'm just discussing how we certainly missed the Squirtle shootout. Last few years have been fantastic, and I think during Matt Harmon's year, a couple years, Cashin made it to the finals and if not won it against the big schools. I think the format last year was essentially small schools kind of battle out round robin and just kind of played it out, and the big schools did the same as well. Cashin has always done well, obviously led by Coach Shackelford and his potent offense. So out here today, if it looks small, it is small. You know, Cashin's just got their sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and just the skill guys. So none of the big uglies, none of the guys that make it work on the offensive and defensive side on the line. Deep ball. Cashin will be going back out on defense here, I'm assuming, here in a little bit. Cashin, the expectations are still strong for this year. I've seen a few preseason polls. I think OK Preps TV put one out. Had Cashin, I think, either 3rd or 4th preseason. Some of the same usual suspects. Thomas has been kind of rolling in there. They've got a D1 prospect playing for them. Got Ringling, of course, back in the mix. They lost a lot, but certainly have maintained a lot of respect. Minko, of course, will be in the mix. And on the east side, let's just take some wild guesses. Maybe Tonkawa. How about that? Mangum will probably be good again. On the west side, down in the southwest. And then up there in Osage County, you've got that Barnsdall, Pawhuska, Pawnee scenario. I think Barnsdall may be losing quite a few folks, but Pawhuska's got the Pioneer Woman son at quarterback. He's got, I think he has an offer to Tulsa and to North Texas, and they've got some good athletes out there. They made it to the, I believe, to the quarterfinals last year. And Pawnee, who Cashin saw in the semifinals, they'll be back again. They run that run-oriented offense that'll bore you to death, but make sure and check all your fundamentals. Deep ball, nice ball there for the Alva Goldbugs for the touchdown. Cashin's still hanging out. Let's see if Coach Wood will bring in some of the younger kids in here for that next set. I'd like to see that. Maybe a little Branson, Camden Maroney, maybe Stockton. So we're going to be switching out. Alva Goldbugs are done on offense. Kingfisher will be going on offense. That means the Cashin defense will be coming out. Should be a good battle here. Always wish Kingfisher would play us in the non-conference. I know it's kind of a lose-lose proposition. You know, Kingfisher's supposed to beat Cashin. But these boys have played against each other for a long, long time, and since Pee-wee time, and certainly always wished and hoped that we could have played Kingfisher in the out of district. That's the next best thing here, I guess, for us. All right, cashing out. Looks like we've got base defense back in. Kingfisher cross, nice little pass there. Good coverage there by Justice Broadbent for a short gain. Nice job there by the Kingfisher. Branson was in coverage. Let's see, who was that? Was that Nick? I don't think that was Nick Nabavi. It may have been Nick Nabavi. No, it wasn't. May have been Camden Maroney. Yeah, it was Cam. Camden Maroney almost with the interception there. Nice work there by the two sophomores, picking up that running back flare. Trips right. Rolling to his right. Nice catch there in the zone. Max Brown there with the tackle. Got Max Brown, Justice Broadbent, Gavin still out there at corner, Camden Maroney and Jake Branson in the middle. I'm going to guess maybe possibly Dalen is on the other corner. Dalen Stockton. Snap. Looking to his right. Goes back to his left. Goes back to his right. Deep ball. Coverage is there by Max Brown. Ben Harmon out there to help out at safety as well. Ben's like, hey, man, let me play a little D. Come on, coach. Good work there in the coverage by the sophomore. Good ball by Kingfisher. That was a good hefty ball there. 2 by 2. Running back to the left of Kingfisher. Quarterback looks to his left. Looks back, screen out to the running back, and he drops it. Good work there in coverage by the Cashion defense. Nowhere to go. Bad throw to the running back. So far, Cashion defense has only given up a couple of short passes, and that's about it. Two by two for Kingfisher, running back to the left, looks to his left, will screen out to the running back. They're working that. Good coverage out there by Jake Branson, it looks like, or it may have been Dalen. I'm guessing, guys. I apologize. I cannot tell. I think it was Jake Branson out there on the outside linebacker, or one of the linebacker positions. So good work there by the Cashion defense. They'll take a break. Goldbugs will replace them. Good to see some of the younger guys out there doing their thing. I'll let you watch a little bit of the action out here while I talk. I've got I'm not sure if any of the twins are out here, Seth and Kai. I have not seen them. Bobby seemed to think they'd have a chance to be pretty active out here with this group. Grady Priest is another to look out for. He may be out there. I just don't know the numbers. I apologize. And if any of the parents want to text me, please, I'll take any help, any and all help. I don't have a roster. Some of the kids have changed their numbers, and I'm just kind of guessing. But it's going to be a great season. Looking forward to it. Always a good season here in Cashion. So good evening. It's Neiman Nabavi here on Cashion Wildcat TV, live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma, on the practice fields here just north of the Kingfisher Stadium. A lot of construction going on here in Kingfisher. They've got they have an indoor already that's brand new. They've got another indoor, and they're building on, looks like a whole nother new parking lot and/or set of buildings out here just north of their indoor facility. I know Kingfisher passed quite I guess a pretty significant bond. I think a new middle school, etc. So a lot of construction going on out here, and certainly a nice little practice facility field here, just north of the stadium, a little bit northwest. 7-on-7 action, first preseason action for the Cashion Wildcats. Certainly looking to build on their state runner-up performance. Undefeated all season last year, ranked #1. Worked, and ran into a buzzsaw of Ringling Blue Devils in Edmond at UCO. Only loss of the season, the state championship game. Boys basketball ended up making it a state. Never got to see that finish, and certainly baseball and girls basketball 1 win away. Boys baseball certainly ranked in the top 10. It was going to be a strong year, but cut short. But we're thankful to be back out here. Make sure you continue to wash your hands, keep your distance, wear a mask where appropriate or how appropriate. Cashion defense back out. Looks like we've got the starting group back out there again. Harrell and Ababi in the middle, Farrow, Broadbent, Phippen, Brexton Green. Kingfisher going left, looking deep, looking, nothing there. That's a sack, thank you very much. Flare out to the running back is nothing, as Justice Broadbent goes out there to meet him. Nice work there by the defensive backfield and linebackers with that coverage sack there. It's one of my big pet peeves when they let quarterbacks go a little bit longer. Looking to his left, swing pass out to the running back. It's caught, and he's quickly met. Nowhere to go. You can't see it, but Justice Broadbent, and I'm going to say, I guess that would be Legas on the corner out there with a nice work there on the flare to the running back. Kingfisher going back-to-back to the left side of the running backs. Let's see if they'll work back right side here. Maybe work something deep. Again, it's kind of weird. You don't know how coaches approach 7-on-7 in these situations. If they're looking situational, or they're trying to use certain plays to set up other plays, or they're just trying to see what their kids do randomly. Trips right for Kingfisher. Single back set. Snap. Quarterback looks to his right, rolls to his right. Goes over. Gavin Phippen in coverage. Ball well over wide receiver's hands. Wind picked up there a little bit. Saw that a little bit earlier. Good coverage. And again, if you saw the promenade, you know how bad of a job I do talking and working the camera. It's no different here today. Snap. Quarterback looks back to his left. It's caught. Working all the way across. Short gain there for Kingfisher. Good work by the Cashion defense, holding their ground. I was trying to catch my computer as it was going to get flipped. I'm telling you guys, I'm sure you can tell by the microphone, but the wind is bad. And so certainly it's been flare out to the right to the running back. It's dropped. You didn't see it. I'm just telling you because my camera just about fell over. Kingfisher offense working exclusively to the running backs out here in flares. And that'll do it for the Kingfisher, or do it for the Cashion defense as they take a seat. Alva will replace them. And at some point I gotta get my man Corey out here. We gotta work on our audio. Our audio is just not good. We'll figure it out one of these days. Snap. Nice ball there. Across the middle, number 25 has been a big target for Kingfisher. You know, Kingfisher's that's another high-quality school. A lot of athletes. I mean, Kingfisher does it right, and I think there's something to be said about these two schools, Cashion and Kingfisher, being so close, kind of competing against each other for so long. But outstanding sports here in Kingfisher. Baseball team obviously is really good. Basketball team won state last year, had a chance to win it again this year. It's got some great athletes, some kids that are going to be playing Division I basketball, football. You know about the Sternberger family and everything that's going on with the Packers and everything else. So a lot of good football played out here in Kingfisher, and you're going to see athletes no matter when the Jackets roll somebody out. There's old Ben Harmon and Nick Nabavi, two goofballs. So thanks for joining us. Neiman Nabavi here in Cashin Wildcats TV, CWTV here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. 7-on-7. Cashin taking on Kingfisher and Alva. A couple of 3A schools here. I think Alva is 3A, maybe they're 2A in football. I'm pretty sure they're 3A. Good ball there by Kingfisher. Working the right side there. Kingfisher working the right side, going deep back on the left side. As everyone moved over to the right side, was able to work that receiver from the left side back to the middle for the score. Didn't see that against Cashin. They didn't go deep against Cashin. If you're watching from home, just hang tight. I'll start screaming or yelling when I'll let you know when Cashin's back out there. Most likely, we might have one more offensive set, I'm guessing. We'll see. Otherwise, just hang tight. Ooh! It's one of those situations, I'm not sure if you saw it, but that's one of those situations where Coach Shack would say his parents are better than your parents, as the wide receiver literally just goes over the top and takes the ball away from the corner and scores the touchdown. Another touchdown for Kingfisher. Oh, looks like Kingfisher's done on offense. Is Cashin's turn on offense? I'm not sure what's going to happen here. We'll see. Yep, Cashin will be going out on offense. So if you were falling asleep, or if you set the iPad down or laptop down, go ahead and grab it. Come on back. Let's see if we can film a little Cashin offensive action. Cashin replacing a lot on the offensive line. But from a skill position perspective, you've got Austin Vandruff, wide receiver that's no longer there, TJ Roberts at running back, Alex Nabavi at wide receiver, but certainly returning, Brexton Green, Mason Manning, Lagasse, Gavin Phippen. Certainly a lot of skill guys coming back, and of course Caden Harrell at running back. You're in a good spot when you got the Moose coming back to tote the rock for you. It's good to see Justice Broadbent back out there running the football as well. So Cashin will be taking offense here. Looks like we've got Caden Harrell, Ben Harmon. Trips right. Phippen on the slot, inside slot. We've got Mason Manning and Lagasse out right. That means Brexton Green's by himself all the way out to the left. I can't see him, but that's going to be my guess. Caden Harrell to the left of Ben Harmon. Snap to his left, crossing route to Brexton Green, and just like that, first down. Nice work. It's going to be a dangerous play. You know, you roll Caden Harrell out there to the left, that corner and that linebacker got to figure out what they're going to do. Harmon makes the right read. Green comes in the zone, is open. As they suck up to take Harrell. And big play there for the Cashion Wildcats. Harmon in shotgun. Split left, trips left, Legas, Manning, Phippen, Brexton Green by himself to the right. Caden Harrell to his right as well. Across the middle, Gavin Phippen. Oh, goodness, son. Had it in there. Nice route. Came across. Heard footsteps. Brought it in and dropped it last second. That's one he'll definitely going to want to make. Good read. We've got 2x2, Max Brown coming in the slot, Gavin Phippen out on the split. Brexton Green, I'm guessing Green and Legas out there on the left. Caden Harrell is now sitting. Justice Broadbent in at running back to the right. Snap. Harmon to his left, comes back to his right, finds Gavin. Nice catch there on the dig, nice work. And good job by Harmon to sell that left side. He sold the left side. Came back to his right and found his homeboy, Gavin Phippen, there for the first down. Those are the little things that you like to see in your quarterback. Certainly the Harmon family is no strangers to fundamentals and strong work ethic. And good work there by Harmon as he looked the linebackers and everybody off. Came back and made the nice throw, and Phippen with the nice catch. 2x2, same formation. Harmon looks to his left, stays to his left, goes back deep across the middle. Brexton Green just outside. Good work there. Not sure who had the wrong there, if it was Brexton that needed to break that off and go towards the end zone, or if Harmon needed to lead him a little bit more towards the corner. But Green definitely had his man beat on that play. You know, that's the thing you're going to want to see. Green has got all the athleticism in the world. He made big-time plays last year. Was a Little All-City honorable mention. Was made All-District. And certainly it's all there. It'll be the situation if he can, what he's going to do on the leadership perspective, his voice, his command, helping the team. Harmon shotgun snap, looks left, goes back, deep ball to Phippen, to Legas. Legas got kind of caught up there. The corner did a good work at bodying him up. Some contact is okay. Slowed him down a little bit, broke his route off, and a little bit overthrown. Cashion going against the Gold Bugs and going deep. There's been a couple of short plays early on. Last few plays definitely testing Harmon's arm. Caden Harrell's checked back in. Brexton Green by himself to the left. Snap. Harmon pumps, comes back out, finds Phippen. Nice work. Keeping it simple. Good route running. Found the soft spot. Nice hands by Phippen. He catches that, and as we discussed earlier, catch the ball first, run second. All right. 2x2, Gavin Phippen, Max Brown on the right, Brexton Green, Legas on the left. Harmon looking across the middle, screen to Brexton Green. Fantastic. Great speed, great catch. You know, what I liked about that pass was it was a pass to Green in stride as he was running. He didn't have to come back for it, didn't have to slow down. He just caught it out in front and kept running and was able to beat the defender. Great job there by, great call combination, route combination, great route running, and great ball there to complete the play. FYI, I prefer to do this with my bud, Chris Gibson, but we're going to have to manage through. Checking in is Nick Nabavi at tight end. Legas split out left. We got Caden Harrell checked in at running back. 2-by-1. We got snap to Harmon. He's looking to his left, going deep. Finds Braxton Green across the middle. Good coverage there by the, looks like maybe possibly the safety coming across. Looked like it hit Green in the chest. Kind of bounced off. He'll want that one back, but you know, it's very possible the good defense there, the good coverage by the Alva Goldbug was able to kind of block his vision on that. Harmon throwing a little bit of heat on that one. Right location, good spot, trying to find Braxton Green in stride. And there goes my Coke Zero, guys. That's a bad day when my Coke Zero spills. Dang win. Looks like they've been looking for Braxton Green quite a bit these last few plays. Gavin Fippin's caught a few. Let's see if maybe they go back to the running backs here. Maybe a little Caden Harrell on a screen. I'd like to see what that looks like. Actually, we've got a change here. So it looks like my man Cheese, Camden Maroney, sophomore, quarterback coming in. Oh, no, he's coming in at tight end. My apologies. Or maybe some sort of double running back set. We've got Cheese and corner route, deep ball, up. In the hands of Legas. That was a great ball there by Harmon. Legas going up, high points it, gets it up high, just didn't drop in his hands. This looked like we had a double tight end set there. Looked like they had Nick Nabavi clearing out as well. I like that formation. See how coach will work that later in the season. All right, staying in that tight end set. Nabavi and Justice Broadbent in. Legas split out right. Fippin and Braxton Green out left along with Mason Manning. Snap. Harmon looks to his left. He's got the ball into Manning. Good ball there. His crossing routes have really worked well today for Cashin. If not a crossing route, maybe a, I don't know what you want to call it. I know Alex Nabavi always gets mad at me for calling it the wrong play, but he's not here anymore, so it's going to be okay. So good work there by Manning. Good find there by Harmon. Looks like we've got Manning and Fippin on the right. Shotgun Harmon looks to his left. Harrell in the middle, across the middle. Oh, Fippin. Good ball. Harmon is throwing the ball hard. He's getting after it. He's got the wind behind him. That one went off of Fippin's chest. Certainly want to catch that with your hands. Same kind of thing that happened with Brexton. Again, the boys know how to do that. They've certainly shown that they can do it. That's one of those situations where I think maybe Harmon's had a little bit of zip on that ball. 2-by-2. Fippin and looks like Brown. Nope, Manning. Fippin and Manning to the right. Caden Harrell in the backfield. Snap. Harmon looks left. Goes left. Goes deep. Streaking. Legas. He's with the catch. Nice touchdown. He made that contact there. We had worked that ball about 3 or 4 times already today, and we're able to connect on that one. Good work there by Legas. Was able to beat his man. No contact. Got free, and Harmon just dropped one on. Dropped a dime. Money. Fippin and Manning on the right. Caden Harrell stays in at running back. They haven't thrown to him. I'd like to maybe see what he can do out of the backfield. Braxton Green and And Lagasse, is it Lagasse back on the left? Caden Harrell in motion to the right. Harmon looks to his left, cross the middle, goes up high. Manning with the ball, great work. Good job by Manning going up high, showing those basketball skills. So the story thus far is those crossing routes and digs, soft spots in the zone. Harmon's hitting all of them and throwing the ball hard. We've had some deep balls to Lagasse and Manning. Of course, Brexton Green's caught a few. All right, so we've got Manning back on the right slot. So I got Broadbent back in at running back. Stockton in on the right as well. Curl into Green. Nice work there by Green. Nice catch and run. All day, baby. You know, and those types of plays, you end up getting those and working those in. Those open up plays down the road. You know, there's double route combinations or double moves and/or pulling the linebackers up and running a wide receiver back in the open space. Seen that a lot with Coach Shackelford. We've got Dalen Stockton in at wide receiver. Brexton Green on the left. We got Mason Manning right. Crossing route to Manning. Drops it right in. It's good. Nice catch and run. That'll work. Catch and toying with Kingfisher now. Are we still streaming? We're still good? I don't even know if anyone's watching. We probably have had 2 people on. I know Jackie's watching, so thank you, Jackie. But hey, you know what? We got football. We got a camera. Let's go. Trips right. Stockton, Manning, Green. Hitch out there to Manning. Wide open. Little seam route there. Harmon finds him. Touchdown. Too easy. All right, replacing the Kingfisher Jackets is the Gold Bugs on defense. Cashin stays on offense. If I only had a 200-foot extension cord, I could get us a little bit closer. All right, working from the left hash. We got 2x2. We got Phippen and Stockton here on the right, or maybe, yeah, that's Stockton. I'm guessing Green and Lagasse on the left. I can't tell, maybe Caden Harrell in at running back. Harmon snap. Looks to his left, across the middle, back to his right, wide open, Gavin Phippen. Gavin, son, don't cradle that ball, go up and catch it with 2 hands. Great route, great speed, great ball. Try to catch it like he was saving a cat falling out of a tree. And that'll do it for the Cashin offense as they'll take a break. And it looks like, are we still gonna go? It's like Kingfisher maybe going out on defense. All right, I'm Neiman Bobby. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cashin Wildcat TV. I may be signing off here in a little bit. Appreciate you joining us. We've been going for about since about 5:30. Haven't been necessarily running since 5:30, but been going. Boys have looked good on offense and defense here against the Kingfisher Jackets and the Alva Gold Bugs. Oh. we're going to go ahead and check to see. It's been a nice night. It's been a nice day for the Cashion Wildcats. Our first chance to catch them live and see what they're made of. And, there's certainly a lot of sting still left from the runner-up finish last year, but there's a lot of promise for this upcoming season. A lot of seniors have graduated. They're done, and there's a lot of juniors and sophomores coming up that are looking to continue their great work and maybe replace a few of those guys to make another run in Class A football. Cashion's district will be changing. I believe they will be playing. Let me see if I can go ahead and get the schedule up. I probably can't find it, but I believe in district we've got kind of a mixed bag in the northwest. I think there's Tonkawa. We've got, well, let me see if I can find it before I talk. But certainly new district, and with the district play the way it is and maybe some of the changes in the scheduling based on COVID-19 and maybe a shortened season, I know Coach Shack had a very aggressive out-of-district play with the likes of, I believe, of Rejoice Christian and Minko and even Thomas. So, it'll be a challenging year, and it'll be a year where I think if you take a look at the overall record, you'll say, oh, it wasn't as good as maybe 2020 or 2019, but this team will have every chance to get to a place where they can make a long run in the playoffs and not necessarily and maybe take that next step to go ahead and win that title game. Coach Shack's been in the title game several times. He's had several talented clubs, but maybe this will be the one that does it. We sure hope so. And of course, we'll be there every step of the way on Cashion Wildcat TV. We wouldn't miss a game, bad weather or not. See if what will happen here is Cashion Wildcats are putting their helmets back on, so they'll be trotting back out there on defense. We'll go ahead and film this next series for the Cashion defense, and we'll close it up. But we've got a lot of football going on. I'll try to do my best to make it to those, and if I can make it and also bring the equipment, I'll certainly try to air it as best as I can. Certainly just make sure that for those of you that can't make it, get a chance to take a look. I'm going to hopefully find a place. Well, if we're here in Kingfisher more often, I'll probably have to try to find another spot or some longer extension cord to see if we can't get a better opportunity to air and maybe get some better angles so we can see what's going on, maybe even get right behind the quarterbacks and kind of film from there. But maybe get on the field a little bit. But we'll try next time. We'll see what we can do. I'll find out if we can find another plug. But we also have basketball going on. Boys and girls softball's already started. I believe they had a win at Union City, so that's great for Coach Chambers and her girls. And I think junior high softball's already started as well, so that's fantastic. Make sure you go out there and support all of our Cashion athletes. Looks like we will have one more round of defense here. So we've got Jake Branson, Cam Maroney, Max Brown. We've got Stockton, Phippen. Looks like Harmon's out there, a little safety as well. And I think Justice Broadbent is out there as well. So middle linebackers, we've got Cam Maroney and Jake Branson, a couple of sophomores. They've got a lot of football under their belt. Goldbug's on offense. Snap, quarterback looks to his left, looking to go across, out route. Nice catch there, nice ball there across the field. Coach Archer doing a little coaching over there. Looks like we've got twins there, 2x2. Actually, we have, two running back set. Goldbuck looks to his right, flares out to running back. Branson's there. Great coverage there by Branson with the tackle for a very short gain, if not a loss. Goldbug's working two different quarterbacks throughout the day. Jacob Farrow's out there. He's got the outside line, the right outside linebacker spot. I'm sure Harmon is happy to be out there on defense as well. Looks like the starter quarterback for Goldbugs is back out. Snap, looks to his left, looking for the hitch, going back deep, corner route, and a break with Harmon. Nice work there by the safety, Ben Harmon, Jr., quarterback coming in. Kid's got skills. He's just an athlete. He's just a football player. Nice break on the ball. Incomplete pass. I am really dying for a big old large, maybe sweet tea from McDonald's. Doesn't that sound good? All right, we've got trips right for Alva. Single back set. Solo ace down below. New quarterback in for Alva. Steps back, looks to his left, looks back to his right, looks to his left, goes deep, and Jacob Farrow's there with the knockdown. Nice work. Receiver found a soft spot in the zone. Farrow read him, did a nice job. Certainly would have been there if he would have ran. Good job there by Jacob Farrow. He made a ton of great plays last year. I think the image that stands out is just the two big-time sacks that he had in that Barnsdall game, in the playoffs, in the rain, in the mud. Just was phenomenal, as was the entire defense. Goldbugs come out, trips right. Backup quarterback is in. Oh no, we've got the starting quarterback, my apologies. Looks to his left. Isaac goes back to his right, a crossing route across the middle, nice catch. Nice work there by the Goldbug wide receiver. Looks like that will be it for the Cashion Wildcats, and that will be it for me here. So thank you so much for joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. I'm Neiman Ababi. Our first chance to do a little 7-on-7, little football action. Who knew? It was kind of a last-second ditch. I'm not sure if anyone else was able to watch, but we'll certainly post it on Twitter. Make sure you go back and check out the archive. But I really appreciate you guys joining if you did. If there's something I could do better, let me know. I'm going to try to get here a little bit earlier next time and maybe get a little better setup maybe on the field so we can get a better angle of what's kind of happening and get a little bit closer. But thanks so much for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. God bless and go Cats.